Firstly, from the Smoke-Free Country Championships over at Pakenham, West Gippsland, 10-8-68 lead the Bellarine Football League 7-3-45 in their Round 1 Division 2 clash at Pakenham. And some three-quarter time scores from the Geelong District Football League this afternoon. Anarchy 14-6 lead, Geelong West out at Anarchy 13-7. And Thompson 20 goals 10 lead, Belpost Hill 4 goals 8. Bannockburn 18-11 lead East Geelong 10 goals 8. And we're waiting on a score from Werribee and North Geelong at Galvin Park. And also three-quarter time at the MCG. Essendon 13-21-99 lead Richmond 7-7-49 by 50 points at the G. Don't forget, after the completion of this match, we'll be having the final siren. Thanks to White Cross Healthcare, we'll be bringing you up to date with all the scores from the GDFL's Round 5 action. Also, that Bellarine game, previewing the GFL Interleague tomorrow against the Hampton at Warrnambool. We'll also be looking at the AFL and having a look at Round 6 of the Geelong District Football League. We'll also have Ricky O'Toole and/or Peter McVilly in the box after the game, talking to the coaches. So all in readiness now for the start of the final term. 14-10 to 11-9 it is. Umpire Flowers holds the ball aloft, and it will be Michael Allen up against Shay Walker in the middle for both sides. Umpire comes in, throws the ball in the air. Allen gets a big thump away, but coming off the back end of the square is Kelvin Keating. Takes it, gets a right foot torpedo punt out towards Bolchevic and the boundary umpire. He could shepherd Bolchevic here nicely. Coming across Moore and Bigham. Does well. Intelligent play. Shuffles it back to Bolchevic. Gives it off to Nevada Cornwall. Lucks a fortune. Kick wasn't good, but got to Lee Clifford. Can he get around? He does. Right foot kick was a tumbling punt towards Paul Camerotto coming out from full forward. And booked it right next to him on his hammer. He's pretty close to the boundary line. Can he break free? No, he can't. He drops the football. Play on the call. Horrible handball over the top. And they could be away, the Belmont Lions. Ben Newham takes a bounce at half back. Just chips it over to Scotty Mills, who takes the mark. Walker stands there now. Plays on quickly. Gets it back inboard, looking for more. Handball off. Giving it to Peter McVilly. Running through half back. Goes long to half forward. Graham again up against Walton. Good tap away by Walton. Now foot race. Lazarick and Frost. Lazarick gets a kick away. Now Moore and Barry O'Toole. Boundary line might beat Moore. It does. And we will have a boundary throw in on centre wing.
So it's 1 minute into the final quarter here. No change to the three-quarter time score. 14-10 leads, 11-9. Corio in front. Ball comes in. Allen gets a tap down. Just to his teammate. Goes to centre half forward. Frost well spoiled from the back. Newham can't take the crumbs. Cockrell can't pick the footy up, he's over it. The umpire lets it come out. Finally it goes to Keating. Keating, a little chip towards half forward in the direction there of Shay Walker, but Horriban too good on that occasion. Over to Moore. Well, it's all Corio across the half-back line. Ricky Lazarick, can he keep it in forward before it goes out? He just does. Handball to Bigham. And Bigham, well, he just gets the kick in time. Long kick, and Justin Tate, strong mark on half-forward flank. Comes round on the favoured left foot now. The lead is from Horriban. Read it extremely well and took the mark for the Belmont Lions. Chips across. Gee, that's a fatal mistake. It's fallen into the arms there of Matty Cullen. Matty Cullen from 25 metres out has chipped it toward the goal. It's run all the way along the ground, and Matty Cullen has kicked his second goal. A very important goal early in the last quarter for the Corio side. Buckley's Entertainment set a scoreboard now. 15-10 at 100 is Corio. They lead the Belmont Lions 11-9-75. 2.5 minutes into the final quarter.
Well, that was a bit of a cardinal error there, Rick. They try to switch the play, but if you're going to switch the play, you've got to be a bit more accurate with the kicking than that, and that's really let them off the hook there.
It's probably very crucial at this stage in the last quarter.
So back in the middle, umpire Nolan with the football. Walker and Allen once again. They do battle. They go up. Allen gets it down towards Moore. But chopping it off again, Cornwall gets a kick away wide to Bolchevic. And Doubledon comes out, backs himself. Chapman's there in support, also needs to pick it up. Handball away, great stretch by Doubledon to pick it up on the run. And goes to the right boot, long towards half forward. Farnham and Cockrell. Farnham can't take the mark. Cockrell did well. Shuffles it out somehow to Lazarick. Lazarick now with the right boot towards Cook at half forward, and he takes the mark. Chapman holds him up. So Daniel Cook. Camerotto gives him a lead. He goes now with the right boot long. Camerotto, Walker, the big man goes up, can't take the mark. At the foot of the pack is Franey and also Amon Charles, and we will have a ball up.
Very close to the man the mark. That kick, Laurie, I was a bit worried.
So a ball up about 40 metres out from the Corio goal. Allen goes up early, falls to Camerotto, kick partly smothered, goes towards McVilly, who's held by Amon Charles, as is the ball, and we will have another ball up at the about 40 metres out from the Corio goal.
I've been impressed, Laurie, with Charles's tackling. He's very strong for a little man.
Yeah, and he's a good tackler, Eric, and he's got a good turn of speed as well, and he's a very valuable player for Corio.
Oh, high up goes Tate, only as far as Mills, but he gets it only as far as Cullen. Good pick up on the half volley. Goes with a wobbly left foot kick to Barry O'Toole. Off a couple of steps. Barry loves these. He goes long. Oh, it's a wobbly kick and doubled him. On the last line of defence, takes the mark for the Lions. Wants to switch play. Goes to Mills, sets him a task. Clifford does well. And can he keep it in? No, he can't. Mills. Second effort was good. And they see it over the boundary line, 30 metres out from the Corio goal. 15-10-100 the Devils. They lead the Belmont Lions 11-9-75.
Ball about to come in, half forward flank for the Corio side. High up was Tate, tapped it down beautifully to Clifford. Well, he looked to handball away, turned around and kicked it into the full forward position. Camerotto can't take the mark, comes down to ground. Cullen gets a handball over to Camerotto, can't take a double down, attack the footy, picks it up off one step, kicks it back toward the middle of the ground. Charles is in good position here. If he can pick it up, he's well, got a good effort there from Allen, and a free kick against Allen for putting Charles down after the ball was kicked off the ground. The relayed free kick goes to Cornwall, over the top to Cullen. Cullen now drives it towards the full forward position. Oh, good defensive work by Bukta, down to McVilly, but McVilly's handball's gone astray. It's gone to Bolchevic, dropped the footy, picked up by McVilly, drives toward the boundary line, and has found a safety on half-back flank for the Belmont Lions. We've been 6 minutes into the final quarter. 15-10, the plays 11-9, Corio in front.
Three-quarter time at Werribee 12-84, North Geelong 15-12, 102. So in front by 3 goals. The Magpies fall to the side of the pack for Chapman, goes towards centre wing. Graham uses the body well against Walton, and second effort was all right too. Sent it on for Davis. Lazarick does well though to chop him off. Davis handball to somehow to Graham, or tried to. Keating through the middle as well. He leaves it. Clifford's there. He doesn't. At half back goes wide. Don't think it was supposed to go there. It was supposed to go to Cullen, but it went to Bigham. Bigham gets the ball, goes to Tate. He's been strong all day. Tate takes the mark at half forward, taking some strong marks overhead. Plays on now. Camerotto gives him a lead, but he's chopped off by Chapman, as he is for Franey. Goes across half forward, looking for Keating. Palmer was there as well. Keating rove well. Then he got to lose drops the football. Then again, he gets a kick away. Moore backs himself, does well. He needs some support as well. Falls to Doubledham finally. Now it goes from Barry O'Toole down the field. And tell you what, if the Logies are on tomorrow night, Barry might be going.
Yes, be a very strong contender.
But it's a free kick down the field.
I think it might go to young Daniel Cook, actually.
Nevertheless, though, Eric, these relay free kicks, they hurt you. And,
yeah, especially if you get a goal.
Yeah, he's got this is going to really hurt this.
So Daniel Cook's got the football, 15 metres out directly in front. And I don't think he kicked a goal last week, so this might be his first goal in senior football if he can put it through. It's pretty close. And I think he might have missed. He has one behind. So they go to 15-11, 101 Corio. They lead Belmont Lions 11-9, 75. Kick in to come from Peter McVilly. Goes to the outer side. Good kick for distance. Looking for Scott Mills, who goes up early. No. Well, there's a mark at the end of Newham. Gets it long towards Frost. Good punch away by King. Good defensive play. Doubledham followed up. Allen, it went past him. Little toe poke might fall towards Charles. He does well in the centre of the ground. Goes to the right boot. Long towards a vacant half forward where Tate comes out and takes the mark. In front of Horriban. The lead on from Camerotto. He wants to go longer. Clifford gives him a lead. He goes back into that space that Camerotto led from. And he goes straight down his throat. And he can't take the mark off hands. And it's hit the behind post on the full. So it should be a free kick. It is. And it's going to go to Corio. And Matthew Cullen has got the football in the left back. Oh, short to Daniel Cook.
He's got to...
Well, he's going to bring it back to Cullen. So I don't think Cook is going to get it this time. He might be chopped off. Well, he might get it again. He's still standing there by himself. If Cullen can pinpoint it, Franey's just moving a little bit closer to him now, though. So be a tough shot for the Mull. He goes backwards, and it's okay. Finds Barry O'Toole, who will not pass it. Yes, he will. Aim on Charles. You don't know, to Davey Bigham. You don't see that too often. Barry O'Toole passing when in in view of the goals.
When he's inside 50.
Yeah, he's inside 50, but he has the Davey Bigham, and Davey Bigham has taken the mark and will shoot for goal from 40 metres out directly in front.
You think one more Laurie might just about be the first nail in the coffin, because...
Well, I see the body language on some of the lines, Eric. Hands on hips, heads down a little bit. Suggests that another goal probably sink them, I think.
They've been let off the hook because Bingham has missed. 15-12, 102 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. That's Corio. They lead Belmont Lions 11-9, 75, and well, certainly let off the hook there. McBilly now doing the kicking in. Goes wide to the change room side. Up high early was Clifford. Can't take the mark. Comes to ground. Nobody able to pick it up until finally Valleys picks it up. Nice handball to Tate. Tate now from 50. He's chipped it toward the goal square. If, well, just McBilly height and experience. Just a little too much for Daniel Cook, and takes the saving mark in the last line of defence. He chips it across the face of goal to back pocket to Moore. Moore takes it and looks for Double Dam further out. So they're just chipping it along the boundary line, the Lions at the moment. Double Dam now goes inboard, looking for Frost. Almost took the mark, comes to ground. Charles picks it up, kicks it high, wide and handsome. It's going to land
that's a nice grab.
Between wing and between centre half forward and the forward pocket. Great mark, Daniel Cook against Peter McBilly. Two hands, one grab, and a very strong mark by the 15-year-older against the veteran Peter McBilly. Peter won't like me saying that to you, mate.
I think that might give him a bit of confidence to the young man.
Oh yes, I think he might.
It'd be nice to see him finish this right off and kick a goal here.
So he's probably missed an opportunity because the umpire wouldn't allow the play on a few moments ago. So Daniel Cook now, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. He moves in.
Good got it.
I'll tell you what, he's kicked his first goal in GDFL football seniors, I'd suggest. The 16th for the Corio side on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 16-12, 108. There's Corio. They lead Belmont Lions scoreless in the last quarter, 11-9, 75. We've now been playing 11 minutes into the final quarter.
I can't see, Eric, where the Lions are going to get their goals from. Corio, I don't think you've been watching. They're forming this wall across the centre or the back line here, and
where are all these loose players coming?
Well, I don't know, mate. They're all over the place, and you know, the Lions are just in disarray at the moment.
So back in the middle, Allen off a long run, coming in against Walker, gets it down, but only as far as Barry O'Toole, who's done well in the second half in the middle, goes towards Tate again. Half a push in the back from Horriban, not paid. Mills on hands and knees, shuffles the handball out to Newham. He gets a kick away, torpedo punt towards Frost, but Matty King has taken the mark. Wants to switch play back into the middle towards Walker. He's got Charles running past him. He was going to handball it to him. He sold everybody the dummy and goes with a right foot kick towards half forward again. Tate and Horriban, they slip over. They both can't take the mark. Falls to the back of the pack. Keating couldn't take it with him. Doubled does well. Right foot kick around the corner towards half back. Trapped by Frost. Free kick pushing the back. No, not forthcoming. Goes towards Doubled again, fighting hard for it. Pack develops. And the umpire will come in and bounce the football at half forward for the Devils.
You sort of sense, Laurie, that, and I'm not being disrespectful, the umpires are perhaps umpiring at a higher level. They don't seem to be paying all the free kicks, letting the game flow.
Yeah, that's possible, Eric. You know, they probably missed some, I feel, though.
O'Toole from the ruck contest from Walker. O'Toole goes towards Doubleham. Oh, Bookter got a hand to it. Cook tried to leave it for Camerado. He had it and lost it. The numbers with the Belmont Lions. Doubleham again back towards the middle. Moore has to make up a bit of ground. Can't take the mark. He's 2 against 1. He taps it on. King gets across there as well. Taps it back, but only as far as Moore. Now he goes to the left foot kick long towards Barnum and Cockrell. There's a push. If I've ever seen one and 50, if he keeps running, oh, he's very lucky he didn't kick that football then. But it will be a free kick for a push to Cockrell. He plays on and gives it away to Rob Walton, running through centre half back. Goes with a kick towards towards the centre of the ground. Cullen can't take it. Running through the middle, Valleys does well. Taps it on the ground. Handball to Bigham. He's got Bolchevic in front of him if he can get it to him. He does so now. Short little kick at half forward. He can run on. Oh, he's going to be under pressure from Allen. And got a high tackle. Should be down the field.
Camerado.
And now he's bringing it back. So
said the tackle was before the kick by the sound of it.
So Bolchevic will take it at half forward.
Probably very fortunate. He's a bit casual, wasn't he?
So John Bolchevic from half forward. He has kicked 2 goals this afternoon. Lead on from Camerado. But he holds it up. Comes in now with the right boot. Gives it everything he's got.
Oh, that looks a lovely kick.
Goes towards the square, and Horrobin sees it through. No, it's a push actually against Cook on Horrobin. So there you go. I don't want to see that final score. Thompson 32 goals 12. Bell Post till 7-10. So a big last quarter by the Tommy Tigers. 12 goals in the last quarter, and they finished early. They started at 1 o'clock. Back into play now from Horrobin. Goes towards half back. Oh, Lee Clifford takes a great mark. Wants to turn it, switch it laterally towards Barry O'Toole. Barry takes the mark, plays on now. Short little kick in. Palmer chops it off, plays on. Got nothing to kick to in the middle of the ground, so he just kicks. Cockrell leads in the race for the footy. Tries to make up a bit of ground, unluckily, because he at least forced the play. Farnham, can he get around Walton? He can, but he's ripped off the football. Great tackle by Nevada Cornwall. And showed a great turn of speed there. Did well. Kicks it wide to Cockrell. They got out of trouble again, the Devils. Cockrell goes now, little right foot kick towards Valleys. No mark taken, play on the call. Holding the ball. Umpire Flowers on the wrong side, it was still holding the ball. And it will be Moore, Jeremy Moore. Got Newham on the run. Goes towards him now, Charles against him. Does well to hold him up, aim on Charles, then loses the football. Needs some support, got some, flicked out, back towards Cullen. Palmer running through, off the ground, McVilly. Frost can give it back to McVilly, does so. And McVilly runs in from 30 metres out and kicks the goal. So his first goal.
Coach's effort.
Yeah, good effort.
And that is the 12th goal for the Belmont Lions. They go to 12-9. And that is 81. And they trail Corio, who has 16-12, 108 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard.
So they needed a spark, Laurie, and for the coach to step up. That was a fine effort, but I just wonder if it's, it's now nearly 16 minutes. Might be too little too late.
Well, it's probably a lot too late, Eric, but I mean, there's no reason. It's not the end of the season. It's not grand final day next week, or it's not the. You've got to keep working at it, and you know, they're going to go down. But you go down fighting.
Up in the middle, Allen gets the tap clear for Belmont Lions, but finally comes to Cullen off the right foot. Intercepted there by Palmer, picks it up. Oh, great smother, aim on Charles, follows it up, grabs the footy, has Walker running past, flips the handball out to him in short. Oh, Tate almost a great one-hander, comes back on the footy, picks it up, can't get on the left foot, he finally gets it to the boot, but only as far there as Chapman for the Belmont Lions. He takes the mark, plays on quickly, it's going out wide to Newham. Newham looking for handball, can't find anybody. Intercepted there, great work by Camerotto. Off one step, drives it towards the goal square. Yeah, well, he paid the mark to
Double down,
but a fair sort of a push in the back, I thought, to Lee Clifford, but not paid. And double down now in the goal square. We'll try and relieve the pressure for the Belmont Lions. Goes wide to the change room side of the ground. Horrobin. Oh no, Allen it is, takes the big mark up high. Little handball over to Scotty Mills. He goes wide to player having some difficulty picking it up. Finally does so in Bukta. Drives it long to half forward. Oh, great mark in between two Corio players there is Newham. And plays on quickly now, half forward flank. Sees Scotty Mills, who's run very hard from half back. He's almost in the forward pocket and takes the mark. Sees a lead from full forward coming now from the young man in Corlett playing his first game, but numbers are there for the Corio side. And finally comes clear. Bigham gets it wide, looking for Bolchevic. Bounce doesn't suit him. Double down comes back on it. Little chip pass to Franey. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Well, pushed in the top of the head there is Dave Franey, and the press was down. But the ball picked up.
All I can say is that President, if he had picked it up the first time, that wouldn't happen in his head.
Exactly right. You took the words out of my mouth. So Franey on centre wing has the free kick. Goes towards the centre half forward. He'll get a game next week. It's into the arms of Peter McBilly. Handball to Double Dam. He's got a player running there in Mills, was it?
Hepworth.
Hepworth, a strong
goal.
run.
Point.
Well, just touched on the line. So behind there to the Belmont Lions. They go to 12, 10, 82. They trail the Corio team 16, 12, 108. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. 18 minutes final quarter.
Well, kick in came and it wasn't very good, but the kick back by Les Corlett was worse because it's 3 for 1 behind. So add that to the visitors' score, the Belmont Lions. So I'm sure the kick in this time by Matty Cullen will be a little bit better. They go to 12-11 now, 83. He goes out wide and it's better, finds Keating. Can go back inboard short to Cornwall, but oh well, he's Indecisive, he goes short again to Cullen, so he made a bit of ground. He's still in the back pocket, plays on, left foot kick. Oh, danger. Punched away by Farnham and over the boundary line for a throw in 35 metres around from the Belmont Lions goal.
I just tend to think Corio seemed to be mucking about with it, Laurie. Shades of Thompson a couple of weeks ago.
Probably, Eric, a little bit overuse of the footy, I think, and can we dare say Lairising a bit with it?
Well, I wouldn't like to say that, but it looks a bit that way.
Allen and Tate from the back, Franey, pushed to the front of the pack from the ruck contest. Slick handball out to Clifford, got it away quickly towards Keating, got a quick kick under pressure, only as far though as Mills stood in the tackle, tried to handball it away. They've got the numbers of lines, but the possession wasn't too good. Lazarick breaks free, gets it away to Cockrell, handball over the top to Cook, slipped at the crucial stage, good pick up on the half volley though, takes a bounce, gets a kick away towards centre half forward, Bigham, one-handed, didn't take the mark, Chapman off the ground, Tate only as far as Moore, and he takes the mark. If he kicks it out here, Barry O'Toole will have a feast, but he doesn't. He kicks it in the middle and Dave Valleys gets a hand on it. Should get a free kick for a high tackle and does. And right in the middle of the ground.
Just going back to that, Eric, look, I do think it's important, as they try to say at three-quarter time, to bury this side, and I think that is important to try and have a big win and not just play the game out and be satisfied with that.
Oh, I think that it's important that they do have a big win, and a long kick there into the full forward position. Tate looking for the free kick, wasn't forthcoming. Walker runs onto the footy, can't pick it up. Horriban throws it further back to Newham. Newham, a long handball over the top, finally comes to McBilly, who's running. Kicks it from half back towards the centre, very high kick. Numbers with Corio. Cullen can't quite take the mark. Ball comes to ground in the centre circle. Comes back to Cullen. Pick off one step.
Throw. Is that the first throw for the day?
Oh, I'm not too sure, but it took a long time to pay, surely. So the ball has to come back now from the forward line. Franey with the free kick in the centre circle. Goes wide to centre wing. Has a player running out there in Hepworth. Unfortunately, the kick is not too well directed. Hepworth can't reach it and over the boundary line before he can get to it. Between centre wing and half forward flank on the change room side here at Shell Reserve. 21 minutes gone, final quarter. 12-11 the Lions. They trail Corio 16-12.
From the ruck contest at the side of the pack, Moore tried to handball it back but was tackled. Allen got a kick but it was smothered by Cook. Now Allen again gets it around the corner. King, good defensive play again. Matthew King. Doesn't, pretty unfashionable, the old Matty King, but geez, he gets the job done. Doesn't get a lot of kicks, but his opponent never does either. And he is rock solid at half back for the Devils. Boundary throw in. Allen taps it down to the side of the pack again. Coming in over the top, Cornwall. And holding the ball, said the umpire. Had a pretty good view of that. Cornwall's not too happy.
Matthew King, Jason's the type of player the coaches love.
Yep. Picked in the side every week if you know what he's going to do, and that is a good job. Now, Franey between wing and half forward, goes long with the right boot, sets it up. Graham's there in front. Walton tapped over the back, falls to the front now. Walton handball to O'Toole's good. He's got big and white. He just kicks it long for everybody to chase. And one of them, Shea Walker. The other one is Palmer. Walker gets there first, has to get around. He does well. Holds it up. Handball over the top to Davey Bigham. Chapman, short little kick to Camerado. Can't pick it up on the half volley. Slicks it back to Bigham by hand. You get it? Oh, that's good kick to Tate. Tate runs on. Oh, he got caught. He got the kick away, but it's out of bounds. And it's on the full, and it will be a free kick to the Belmont Lions at the last line of defence.
He was just a bit stiff, Tate. The ball was a half a yard behind him instead of half a yard in front of him. He had to go back and...
Yeah, he was a bit unlucky then, and the tackle just threw him offline.
Yeah, Horriban takes the free kick. Kicks it across the face of the goal. Double Dam takes the mark at half-back flank. Handball to Bookter, who's running. He drives the ball over the centre. O'Toole running pretty hard at it, but can't get there in time. And Farnham takes the mark for the Belmont Lions. Just forward of centre. Looking for options. Hasn't got too many. Now he sees a lead out wide. Goes that way. Up high is Keating. Almost takes a one-hander. Gets it to the front of the pack. Kicks it forward to centre wing. Newham overruns it. Tate runs onto the footy. Can he pick it up? He does well. Round on the left foot. Over the... Oh, he's found a player sort of loose out there in young Cook. Cook unfortunately can't quite pick it up, and Chapman takes it away from him. Chapman of the Lions gets it towards the half forward line. Cornwall had it. Lost it. Double Dam picks it up. Handball across to Moore. Moore a little chip forward. Can player reach it in? Is it Davis? It is, and Davis for the Belmont Lions takes the mark 35 metres out directly in front. and an opportunity to increase the Belmont Lions score. So far today, Brad Davis has 2 behinds. I just wonder if that might almost be about his distance. I'm pretty sure it was, because see the player running into the space and chips it forward, and Scotty Mills, who used to like kicking an odd goal at St Albans in the GFL a year or 2 back, has taken a mark 35 metres out, fairly slight angle, and I'm sure we'll be having a pot shot from there, Laurie.
I think he's got every intention to try and kick one, Eric. I don't think he's going to be passing this off to anybody.
Mills comes in. Not a bad looking kick off the boot. The goal umpire moved across, and unfortunately I think he's hooked it across the face of goal and under behind. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, Belmont Lions 12-12-84. They trail Corio 16-12-108. It's probably been a while since Corio kicked a goal, Laurie, and it's now 25 minutes into the final quarter.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a long quarter, Eric.
Kick in, came to Kelvin Keating, took the mark at half back. Drills it into the middle, looking for Walton. Doubleton makes up a lot of ground, taps it away. Foot race now coming off the wing. Newham leaves it behind, no aim on Charles. Didn't handball out wide to Cockrell to Smith, its target. Got a bit of time though. Can he get around Hepworth? Yes, he can. Kick back towards half forward. Cook runs at it, got a hand to it, did well. Free kick though for a hold. And it's going to go to the Belmont Lions. And it's coming back to
Bookter, I think.
Bookter, yeah. Goes towards Doubleton at centre half back. He's going to handball it. Now he goes short towards McVilly. Turns around, goes to the right boot, but straight down Barry O'Toole's throat at half back. And he takes the
what Barry's been doing for 2 quarters. He's been just dropping back behind the play, getting heaps of kicks.
Bolchevic now does well to get the hands to it under pressure from Palmer. Taps it back to King. King gets around Frost. Goes to the right boot. Great kick to Lee Clifford. Clifford takes the mark at half forward. Camerota gave him half a lead. Now Tate over the back. Oh, it's a wobbly kick. Falls into Scott Mills' hands. Doesn't take the mark. Bookter got it free. Towards McVilly. Comes through. Bigham though. Stands his ground. Goes to the right boot. Front and square to Tate. Good mark. Does well. And Justin Tate will line up from 10 metres out directly in front.
Is this for his first goal?
It is.
Yeah. He's probably had opportunities.
He's been a real live wire there, hasn't he?
Oh, he's played well, I reckon.
As you said, very early in the game, he seemed to be totally committed today, didn't he? And that's the way he's played.
So, Justin Tate will probably kick from about 30 if he's on the run-up, where he is. But he comes in now. And he kicks the goal. So, Justin Tate's first. He's the 17th. For Corio, they go to 17-12, 114, and they lead the Belmont Lions to a 12-12-84, and that is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
The sting's gone out the game a bit now, Eric.
It has, yes, but it's been a good standard game. I think anyone who's watching GDFL footy for the first time would be reasonably impressed with these 2 teams.
Yes, I just see the big difference probably in the Lions this week as we saw them last week. Last week they had options on the 4 line, and with Carr and Newham, today they haven't had anyone up there at all.
No, once Carr went off, of course, that gave them less opportunity.
That's
up there.
right.
Back with umpire Nolan in the centre of the game. 27 minutes gone, final quarter. Frost gets a tap down for the Belmont Lions, but the ball is bottled up, still in the centre circle, and umpire Nolan will repeat the process, put it up once again. Big pack of players now around the footy. Walker doing battle against Frost. Frost up early. Walker gets the tap down. Charles gets it a bit further. Clifford coming through strongly. Kicks it into the forward line. Camerota on the lead. He and Bookter running pretty hard at it, but it's going to beat them both to the boundary line. And it just went over. So out of bounds between half forward flank for the Corio side, kicking to the southern end in this final quarter. 28 minutes gone, not a lot of time off, as Laurie said, only 4 goals kicked for the quarter. Cornwall does the ruck work. By hand it comes to Clifford. Little chip towards Barry O'Toole, mark not taken, but free kick is. And Barry O'Toole will take the kick from 50, but he's got a couple of players at centre half forward. Chips it across to Eamon Charles. Charles eludes his opponent with sheer speed. Has a pot shot for goal, but it's all incidental because the siren has sounded 28 minutes into the final quarter. And Corio have emerged the winners. 17 goals, 12, 114. Corio have defeated the Belmont Lions 12 goals, 12, 84 in what's been quite a good standard of footy.
So in that final quarter, Corio kicked 3 goals, 2, and Belmont Lions 1 goal, 3. Peter McVilly kicking their only goal in the final term. And in the end, it was a 30-point win to the Corio side, 17-12, 114 to 12, 12-84. The goal kickers for Corio, 2 each to Nevada Cornwall, Barry O'Toole, John Bolchevik, Chad Rivet, Matthew Cullen and Paul Camerotto, and singles to Justin Tate, Lee Clifford, Davey Bigham, Shay Walker, Daniel Cook, and that is their 17 goals. So the Belmont Lions, their 12 goals, 3 to Matt Graham and 2 to Rod Doubledham, also 3 to Les Corlett, and singles to Peter McVilly, Troy Farnham, Julian Carr and to Glenn Frost. But in the end, it was a 30-point victory to the Corio side, 17-12, 114 to the Belmont Lions, 12-12, 84. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the final siren. Thanks.